Today we speak about ancestors in shamanism, and the word ancestors can be used in three different ways, which means it holds the family line only, or it refers to the culture or the tribe originally, or it includes any human being from any culture that has walked this earth before us, so a general definition of the ancestral line. And we have two ancestral lineages. One is related to our blood, and one is a spiritual lineage. So our blood lineage is, of course, connected with our family ancestry, so our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, etc. While our spiritual lineage is connected with our spiritual teachers, so that can also come from any cultures that are not necessarily connected with us. And being in touch and communicating with our ancestral line is a practice that, of course, is very much shamanic, because we can absorb and learn from the wisdom of our ancestors that have gained their learning a lot through experience, also because shamanism in general is a practice, a spiritual practice of experience. But we know that all souls have learned not studying, uh, not attending courses, but through their life experience, through their initiations and what happened to them. When we come to the blood line, the ancestors specifically are connected with our family patterns, and we keep these characteristics, especially the unsolved ones in our life. And sometimes we need to be the ones who are sorting things out, because we are experiencing, we are the pre-chosen one, because we are experiencing a lot of suffering or patterns in our current situations, and we need to be the ones in our lineage, in our blood lineage, to do the work, the deepest work. Not that the ones before us didn't try it, but maybe the external conditions in their life didn't allow them to have the opportunity to work on these things, because life was particularly harsh on them. So if we are lucky enough to be the ones that can solve some wounds, then of course our future generations will benefit on that as well. Um, and in all cultures, there are some myths. So a creation myth can be an essential building block for the spiritual foundation that we work on. But however, no one creation story reflects the diverse populations of our community. So it's important to incorporate our own words, our own spiritual stories and beliefs in our life story in general, so that we can integrate our past myths, our past stories with our modern lives, with our modern experience, with what's happening in us, and also integrate the family where we come from, the generation where we come from, with our current spiritual beings, so that then the two traditions are merging um, together. And our ancestors are, of course, connected to our deepest memories. And it's from them that sometimes we hold some beliefs, some ideas, some visions, some missions. For example, our ikigai, our soul mission, is the same one of our blood ancestors, of our own lineage. And especially when something was not allowed to our ancestors to be realized for external conditions or lack of some possibilities, sometimes it just becomes like an inner mission that we have. We know that we have to succeed in a specific role, a specific something, because our ancestors didn't manage for a variety of reasons um, to do that. And especially our ancestors in terms of memories are kept in our cells, in our bodies, and the ancestors are also compared to organs in some shamanic practices, in which organs are gods, are spirits. So they are not only the material organs, the material objects, but they are a community of ideas, of gods, of beings, of emotions that are all inhabiting our body, and that have been with us in our generations. And for shamans, the soul's missions is the one that is connected, is forging our destiny, our path. Um, and there is this element of the union, creating this union between human and divine, between the spirit and the divine, considering that there is this element of the co-creation, tantric co-creation of our own destiny with the divine. Um, so this is also why shamans have this endless, this timeless vision that is going beyond the element of time, that is going beyond the judging, the element of good and bad, um, and is very much connected with our soul missions. Of course, there are ways in which we take over the wounds of our past generations, the ones connected with our blood lineage. And then, of course, there are ways in which shamanically we can work to repair these wounds. One of the practices would be the beautiful art of kintsugi, of repairing the wounds, the fractures that are in our life, and taking with with an element that is actually honoring the spiritual and emotional wound, taking that as an inspiration from this art, this Japanese art practice. Um, and this is something that I will explain into details in a separate video.